So I've been using iOS 14 for over 2 weeks now, and I gotta say this is a fresh air for iOS and iPhone users in general, because as you guys can see, we have widgets now finally, and just today Apple has released Beta 2. Now Beta 1 has its glitches, but it's not as bad as iPadOS 14. That's terrible. I'm making a video on that as soon as possible. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new around if you guys want to see that video. But Beta 2 is gonna hopefully smoothen out the experience. So if you have the iOS 14 beta, I'll throw in the description to the profile. It's very easy to update. You just go into the settings, you go into general, you go into software update, and you're gonna see beta 2 right there. And then all you gotta do is just tap on download and install, and you enter in your passcode. And once you do that, it's gonna automatically download beta 2, and then it's going to install it once you connect to power, or if you're in a reasonable percentage, it should just automatically install. But overall, beta 1 has been pretty solid for me. This is my personal device. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I've been using it day to day, out and about, and I use some of the widgets. But I think this is my favorite feature of all, having the app library, being able to see all your apps right here, organized. This is definitely a game changer for me. So it makes finding apps a whole lot easier, and everything is in folders as you guys can see. And the widgets is also a cool thing to look at. I love the weather, I love the calendar, I love the music, and most importantly, I love seeing the news right there on my home screen, and I love seeing my music up there too as well. Yeah. But with beta 2, you're gonna get more widgets and more use case scenarios, and it's gonna iron out some of the bugs. And by the way, it is downloading as we speak. It's gonna take about a minute. One thing I love is when you're FaceTiming, it's gonna actually be a picture-in-picture window instead of it being paused. So for example, so boom. Okay, this is the behind the scenes right now. So as you guys can see, I could just swipe up and now I have this picture in picture. This is gonna be a welcome change. So you could go on Instagram, you could do whatever you do. This is something I didn't notice, when I first installed iOS 14. But as you guys can see, I could be on Instagram while I'm FaceTiming and talking to whoever. You get what I'm saying? So I love that. And you tap on it, you're on the full screen, and of course you can resize it. You can swipe it away. Now you're gonna be paused when you do that. So picture in picture is like a welcome change to the iPhone, especially if you have a plus or a max device. But anyway, dictation works even faster because now it's not using the internet, it's using the neural engine on the chip. Most of my friends don't have iOS 14 just yet, so I can't utilize some of the iOS 14 features. First, I had some troubles finding the mask, but it's all the way down on the bottom by the headwear section. So you can add yourself a mask, you can change the color of the mask, and do whatever you do. I'm gonna take a nice little Instagram picture of my Memoji. That's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, you can add your mask now. That's something I didn't show you guys on the beta. But yeah, I think this download should be almost done. Oh, it's preparing the update. But mostly, I think this is just a welcome change, especially in the music application. You can now look at the lyrics and you can skim through your music at the same time. And also, when your playlist is done, it's just gonna keep on playing music. And really, just I like the music because everything just adapts to the color. So boom, everything is all black, and then you can go into the next. It just changed the colors. This is something that I absolutely love here on iOS 14. They should have the same interface on the Apple CarPlay. Adapt the album art color to your car dash. I think that would be pretty cool. Hopefully, maybe on the future beta of iOS 14, we'll see that. But it's just white or black, and then that's it. A feature that I absolutely love, and this is just a time saver, is be able to have your widgets on the control center. So I could turn on my lights, I could turn it on off, I could do whatever right there on the control center without actually going to the home app and then tapping on my accessories. iOS 14 is very promising, and so far I love it. Talking on the phone, I could do whatever I want to do in the background and still be on the phone call. I don't have to be interrupted. I just love it, man. When I'm watching a Twitch stream, I have a video on picture in picture. So it actually adds continuity to the iPhone because I'm so used to having picture in picture on the iPad, and now we have it on the iPhone with no problem. I've installed watchOS 7, but the thing is, I just don't want to install any betas because once you have the beta on your watch, that's it. You're going to have it until, you get what I'm saying? You can't downgrade. You can't downgrade on your watch. All right, I'm going to wait for this to finish and I'll be right back. But so far, I don't recommend installing it on your personal device just because maybe some apps won't work. But for me, it's been a smooth experience. I mean, Instagram still works, Snapchat still works. Occasionally, the notification center frees up. Like when I swipe here on the side, it starts to panic. Like some of my widgets don't load sometimes, and yeah, sometimes it gets a little glitchy. But for the most part, it's not no nasty bugs or nasty glitches that I can't, what I mean, that I gotta reset my phone. But this is a very solid update. But the iPad, forget about it. And finally, Beta 2 officially installed, no problems. I was just watching iUpdate and he was covering every single detail. Like he was showing like the clock icon has been tweaked up, and then you had the calendar icon been tweaked too, just abbreviating the day. But for the most part, it's nothing too big. I mean, the biggest change, honestly, is just the fact how you can have larger widgets. You can now have the Files app, your widget, and also when you're selecting a widget, it's gonna correlate and adapt to the icon. It's gonna have the same color right there on the bottom. So it's just taking the app color and just adapting it. And the battery is gonna be green. That's pretty nice. And you have some of the notification platters larger, but for the most part, very minor changes, nothing too crazy. That's basically it. That's my experience of iOS 14. The beta one been rock solid, and I'm expecting beta 2 to even be better. Now make sure your device is updated before upgrading to iOS 14, because once you go back, you can't restore iOS 14 data to iOS 13, if that makes any sense. So you can't go back with your iOS 14 data on iOS 13. So make sure you have an iOS 13 backup installed on your computer or iCloud. Something I noticed, if you move your finger, you can actually go through your pages just like so. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment down below. Your feedback is always appreciated. And other than that, your boy Pops, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. And one more thing. The studio foam is here, so no more echo. I'm going to install this as soon as possible. I gotta make sure I have everything set up in the positioning. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video on this. This is the arrow zoom, spoiler alert. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a simple day.